All right. Now, we went into the break, and Stu said, all right, Glenn, this the Libertarian guy. This Libertarian guy, you know, you come out with some pretty strong opinions on him. You don't really know much about him. I said, look him up. Look him up. And so Stu has. And just tell me about this Libertarian candidate in Virginia that will get the blame. Understand, this is right now only about blame, because what's happening is everybody is doing fundraisers right now. You're fundraising for the Republicans or the Democrats for the new Senate and midterm elections. And so everybody's fundraising. And so they want to make the case that libertarians and Tea Parties are killing the Republican Party. Now, they are going to make the case strongly. If McAuliffe wins in Virginia, they're going to make the case that it's the damn libertarians. See, look at, he got 9%. Libertarians, if you indeed are voting for this guy, you need to know who he is, at least what he's saying, because he doesn't sound like any libertarian I have ever met. Listen to what he says.
This is from National Review, but from one of their more libertarian authors, Charles Cook. Sarvis explained, this is talking about one of an interview he did with Chuck Todd, that he was not into the whole Austrian-type strongly libertarian economics, preferring more mainstream economics, whatever that is. The candidate explained with Chuck Todd, excuse me, I've been sick, in which he seemed to be put off by strongly libertarian economics. As governor, Sarvis told Todd he would be hesitant to cut taxes.
A libertarian that doesn't want to cut taxes.
He's hesitant.
Yeah.
Unsure as to how he might reduce spending.
Well, you don't want to reduce spending
No.
if you're a libertarian.
No. And
not willy-nilly.
And open to indulging the largest piece of federal social policy since 1965 by expanding Virginia's Medicaid program.
Great.
That sounds pretty libertarian.
That's totally libertarian.
But worse yet was Sarvis's rambling interview with the Virginia Prosperity Project, in which the candidate expressed his enthusiasm for increasing gas taxes and for establishing a vehicle miles driven tax.
Yeah, no, that's totally libertarian.
Totally libertarian.
Totally libertarian.
You have got
somebody
to vote for Ken Cuccinelli in Virginia.
Somebody should have exposed him a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
that's
the
insanity.
establishment wants him. The establishment wants him to take 9%.
And perhaps put him there.
Yeah.
Either Democrats or establishment Republicans may have.
So
they can blame this on, you got that Tea Party guy, Ken Cuccinelli, and that's what happened here. He's too conservative.
You need to spread the word.
Okay.
Where are you getting that? Would you Facebook that? Send Wilson, have him Facebook that for me. Mm-hmm. Also send that to TheBlaze and have them repost that up on the front page of TheBlaze. You've got to get that word out to all of your libertarian friends. This guy is not a libertarian. What you have is the battle of the authoritarians right now. And, you've got a guy who is fighting against Obamacare. And then you have a guy who is giving speeches with the president. Which one do you want? And if you look at the libertarian, I have no problem. If the libertarian, I was really torn. I read this story this morning, and I'm like, you know what? So be it. The Republicans get what they deserve. So be it. He's got 9%. And I have no problem winning or losing on principle. But a guy who says, Austrian sounds kind of harsh. It's called those Austrians and their economic theory. I don't know. What is libertarianism, at least financial libertarian? What is that if it's not Austrian economics?
Yeah. I mean, and think about the miles per, a tax on your miles that you've driven. That's one thing. It's a tax. It's a new tax. And who the heck would support that? But secondly, think about the mechanics of putting that in. What, you're monitoring how many miles and where these miles are driven? What, are you putting a GPS in everybody's car? What libertarian would be for that? That makes no sense. That's libertarian. No, I have to voluntarily tell them how much I'm going to drive. Yeah.
Right. Sure you are. This guy, I'll bet you it's a setup.
All you need is an easy tag for everybody.
That's all you need. It's not that hard.
I have nothing to hide. I'm not going in a place I'm ashamed of.
Put an easy tag on
What
your
difference
car.
does it make? This guy's a libertarian.
Sure. Don't be fooled in Virginia. Don't be fooled.
Well, what is the latest poll?
I can give you...
I think McAuliffe was up by a little bit.
Yeah, 4
right?
or something.
Yeah.
I saw 2. Last poll I saw was 2. President's number. I'm surprised the president went and spoke with him. Of course, Joe Biden is out, speaking with him now. Really? Joe Biden? You're that desperate that Joe Biden can help you? Wow. Do you have a low opinion of the people who are voting for you? And by the way, I got a super credible guy here who's going to tell you how great I am. It's Joe Biden. Wow. Then the president comes out. Notice he's not talking at all about Obamacare. The president comes out and he's doing some stump speeches. And the president's poll numbers now on Gallup are at 40%. That's significant. Gallup.
So now everything from NBC, Wall Street Journal to the Gallup poll to or there's one other too. They're all 39 or 40%. 39, 40. I think 41's the highest I've seen lately. He's in trouble.
It's not going to get
right
better.
Now.
It's not going to get better.
Virginia governor race, the average of the recent polls is 6. There's been a couple of points recently. One is from a Democrat, so you might want to take that with a grain of salt. But you see in some polls around 7 points. There's been one that had them within 2 from each other. But there's a little bit of a gap there, but none of the gaps.
You know what? I tell you, I don't know if I buy polls. I don't know if I buy any of these polls. Now, I don't know. Do we know enough about, what's his name, Cuccinelli? Because I don't know anything about him. Cuccinelli?
Yeah, he was the guy who, that's his kind of claim to fame with Tea Partiers, is that he was the first guy who really went after Obama.
But is he a Tea Partier?
Tea Party seems to like him a lot, but I haven't looked deeply into his record.
Well, it is one of these weird things that, and this is sort of a dynamic with things like libertarians, in that we expect purity out of Republicans to be completely conservative. And then if they're not, we consider libertarian candidates, which is a natural thing. But no one ever looks to see if the libertarian has any purity to them. Because we kind of just assume they're the alternative.
I mean, geez, for the love of Pete, the libertarian that doesn't believe in Austrian economics and likes taxes and wants, GPS tracking to be able to find. I mean, that's not a libertarian. That's a liar.
Libertarian.
I mean, no, seriously. Do you know of a libertarian that is for that?
I've never heard
That's
of
like
one.
Newt Gingrich coming out and saying he's a libertarian.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's not. Look,
you can wake up and say that, hey, I've had an epiphany. But you wouldn't be campaigning for those things if you were a libertarian.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's why I thought it was an interesting analysis, because people haven't they've just seen him as the alternative to this other guy, where you have to look at these people as actual individuals. And
what?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. You can't just collectively name them by party and know who you're voting for.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, I know.
You're going too fast for us.
I know. Slow down. I know. This is a new concept.